when you place that home on the market, you want as many eyes, on that property.
But you can't just rely. That's not just relying on the internet, though.
Right.
Like you said, like you go out, you talk to people, right?
Yes.
You reverse prospect, right? You call other agents like, hey, this is what I have. Who are your buyers? Like, are you holding open houses? Like, does this house, did you put it on YouTube? There are so many ways to get the home exposed.
What's going on, everybody? My YouTube family is J Harold the Realtor, and I'm back again. Today I am in the office. I'm here with my partner Avery Green, and we're here at the EXP office downtown Orlando. We are the Central Florida real estate specialists, and we just wanted to kind of switch it up, give you guys some educational content. This is mainly geared toward my sellers. So if you're looking to sell your home in this Central Florida market, I just wanted to kind of chop it up with Avery and kind of brainstorm, and just wanted to ask, what do you think, Abe, is two main or most important strategies for a seller that they should consider before placing their home on the market?
That's a good question. I would say two things that you really want to consider before putting your home on the market is going to be, one, how you prepare the home, as well as the exposure that you're going to get once the home is on the market. Preparation for a home is going to be different for everyone's situation. So if we're dealing with a home that is built within the last decade, your preparation isn't really going to be much outside of maybe just some freshening up some paint, but it's not really going to be as much as someone that has been in their home for 30-40 years, right? And maybe they've neglected some home repairs, right? So if we're dealing with a home that has like a leaky roof, or if we're dealing with a home that has maybe it's like super outdated, the way you prepare that home is going to be a little bit different versus, again, if we're dealing with something that's newer construction and we know it has a lot of modern updates, and we know we don't have to worry about any major repairs or concessions that are probably going to be asked for.
Okay, so preparation, and kind of to piggyback on that, you say preparation. I think also the exposure, like when you place that home on the market, you want as many eyes on that property. You want that property not to just be on the MLS. And that's what I like about the EXP office downtown, because we have so many agents, not just downtown. EXP is global, it's everywhere. So we have agents who we can, hey, this is my new listing, share it with your office, or if you have a group of investors who may be interested. So it's very important, when you're placing your home on the market, the realtor and the brokerage that is behind that realtor, that's gonna expose or market that property. It's gonna market it. And also on top of marketing, that kind of flows under that, is the photography.
Oh yeah. That is big.
I've seen some crazy photography.
Yeah, same.
Have you, Abe? Like,
oh my goodness,
like that camera phone photography.
Oh my goodness. No, what gets me is the one where they're taking the picture and trying to hide behind
the curtain.
Those, oh my goodness.
And I'm like, y'all really like trying to sell this house?
And this is like 500,
yes.
half a million or more listed. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
What's going on?
So the photography, when a buyer's searching, right, their home in bed or their home with their family, browsing the internet, you want that home to look like it's in a magazine, or look like like a showcase property. So the photography, extremely, that's maybe one of the most important aspects. Very important, when placing your home on the market. What we do, we have like a professional photography company. When we have a listing, they go out, even like the aerial footage, drone footage.
People love drones,
Mm-hmm.
even when they have like the outlines to see how big the lot is.
Yes,
they love that.
Yeah, just so they can be able to kind of get an idea of the size,
mm-hmm.
right? So what else do you think will be, important as far as before placing their home on the market? What do you think?
Well, to touch back on the exposure when talking to other agents, that's even before it even touches the market, before everybody else puts their eyes on it. But you can't just rely, that's not just relying on the internet though.
Right.
Like you said, like you go out, you talk to people, right?
Yes.
You reverse prospect, right? You call other agents like, hey, this is what I have. Who are your buyers? Like, are you holding open houses? Like, does this house, did you put it on YouTube? There are so many ways to get the home exposed, and like you said, the more eyes that are on it, the more likely it's going to get sold in the amount of time the seller would want to be sold in. And then that also is more likely to get you multiple offers, especially if it's priced correctly. So
yes, pricing. When you're selling a home, you can agree, like, it has to be competitively priced.
Yeah, especially
right?
now.
Yes.
Got a lot of homes on the market.
A lot of homes. How many homes on the market now?
I believe last month we were around the 8,000 to 9,000.
Central Florida. So more homes on the market, the more competitive you have to be. Very important that your realtor, runs a CMA, comparative market analysis, prior to listing your home, right? So this CMA is going to pull some comps, some comparables that are within maybe 1 to 3 mile radius that are in your area, and the homes that are closest in square footage. Hypothetically, if your house is, say 1,200 square feet, we're going to look at around that 1,000 to about maybe 1,400 range, and the homes that are closest in square footage, and see how much they sold for, see how similar they are as far as features and benefits, right? Because buyers, they're looking for what are the features of the home and what are the benefits that it brings. Right.
Can you, since we're on pricing, because I get this a lot, I actually had a phone call from a family friend that has been on the fence about selling, and they brought up the big Z. I don't know if we can say it.
The big Z. Does it rhyme with pillow?
Yes. So done. But yes, so they talked about that, and I'm like, okay, hey, look, my guesstimate is this, and I'm just like, okay, well, they're not going to take into consideration certain things. This is a computer generated number that is just based on, this is what sold in the area. But that home that sold for $700,000 was 2,000 more square foot than yours. So we have to take that into consideration. Your home is not built, 3 months ago. So let's take these things into consideration. So I think that is definitely a conversation that needs to be considered and had, when we're talking about, hey, these are things that you want to consider when you're selling your home or, preparing your home for the market.
For sure. I'm glad you touched on that, for sure. As far as, even just, it's just best to have a professional or an expert come out to really look at the property.
Right.
We will take a look at your property and tour it as a buyer would tour it. What will my buyers think of this house? What will my buyers, how will they compare it to the neighbor's house or the house that's down the road? So very important to not overprice, because overpricing your home leads to your home sitting longer. And the longer it sits, isn't it like the buyer's fear or buyers, they start to kind of become concerned. Why is that house sitting for so long? What's wrong with it?
And also things, right? So we also look at the history when we're helping people buy, like,
buyers look at the history too,
right? And and buyers are really they have access to so much information. They really are, like, some people tell me, oh my goodness, this just it's been sitting on the market for this long, and I'm like, you're observative. I like that. I really do. Yes, they do. So it's these are the things that not only are we going to look into, but they're looking for us to know and to be able to tell them. And if your home has been sitting for 6-7 months, when you're in a market that usually it sells in 40 to 50 days, there's going to be a lot of questions that come up, like, okay, well, what's wrong with the home? Why hasn't it been sitting? And if we see that you've made 10 price reductions, it's like, oh, this looks like leverage. Look, they want to sell. They're ready to go. Like, they're sitting on the fence, and they'll probably take any offer at this time.
So the longer it sits, the more the buyers are gonna ask and request.
Yep.
Hey, can this seller? I see it's been sitting. The seller may be willing to pay our closing costs. Or the seller may be willing to take an extra $10,000 off the price.
Yeah.
So very important. Those first 2 weeks of being on the market are crucial. It's extremely important, and a sign that that it's priced correctly is if you have those showings coming in, those showing requests. Yes, you have that traffic in and out your house. It's priced correctly. Right?
Yep.
So
and offers.
And offers. You need the offers, right? You need the offers.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I just wanted to kind of touch on that.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we was able to do this, switch it up.
Yeah.
Did you want to add anything before?
No, I mean, that's pretty much, I mean, obviously there are a lot of points to selling a home, but if you want to talk about, hey, look, let's just touch on a few top things, then those are going to be some of the top ones.
Beautiful. Yes, I agree for sure. So remember, guys, it's J. Harold the Realtor. We have Avery Green. We are your Central Florida real estate experts here for any of your questions, whether you're buying, selling, investing. We're here for all your questions, and we have more content coming. Avery, you want to share your YouTube channel as well?
Yeah, so my information is living in Orlando, Florida. It comes up a lot easier if you just put in Avery Green Realtor. But yeah, you can find me on YouTube or Facebook, same thing.
Beautiful. And until next time, guys, and thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and share if you have anyone looking to sell their home. It can be a helpful video for sure. So until next time, bye.